In this video, we'll use EPANET's built-in tutorial to explore its features. Open EPANET and go to Help/Tutorial. Use the arrows to navigate the tutorial screens and View Map to keep the map visible. First, set the defaults. Go to Project/Defaults and open the Hydraulics tab. Select GPM, gallons per minute, and HW, Hayes and Williams, for head loss formula. These settings determine the units used in the modelling. In later exercises, we'll switch to LPS, using diameters in millimetres and lengths and elevations in metres. But here we will use imperial units. To adjust the map's appearance, go to View/Options. Under Notation, check Display Node IDs and Display Link IDs. In View/Dimensions, you can set map dimensions, useful for adding coordinates. Here, we'll leave the default values. Now, let's start drawing the network. Click an object's icon, then click on the screen to place it as many times as needed. To connect objects with pipes, pumps, or valves, click the starting node, then the end point. To draw a curved pipe, click along its path. It's important to place pumps and automatic valves in the correct flow direction, as they are direction sensitive. The pump icon looks like a cannon. Water flows in the direction the cannon would shoot. You can also add text labels for extra information. After drawing a curved pipe, use the Select Vertex tool to adjust its shape. Click and drag on any vertex. The arrow tool lets you select and move objects. Click and drag to reposition them. Remember, this is just a sketch. Pipes and nodes don't need to be perfectly aligned. Next, we enter object information. In arrow mode, click an object to open its properties. You can modify most values by clicking on them, except for yellow shaded boxes. Those will show the results of the calculation. After adding the information for the reservoir, nodes and tank, we move on to pipes. Notice the initial status property. Open, shut and non-return valves are set here as a property of the valve, rather than being drawn as separate valve objects. Now add the pipes information as you have done for the nodes. The pump is currently generic, so we need to create and assign a pump curve. We'll name it 1. In the browser, go to Curves and click Add. Enter the flow and head parameters. The default name is already 1, so no need to change it. Now we're ready to run the model. Click the Run icon. The program will warn you of any issues. For example, our tank's initial level is 10 meters, but the maximum was set to 4. We go back and fix any errors. Once we see Run is successful, remember, this doesn't mean the system is optimized or ready to build. It only means the simulation ran without errors. The tutorial continues beyond this point, but we'll leave it here to keep it manageable. There's a separate video on this series about visualizing results.